Cha-ching! Buy lunch today. Alright, so good morning. I am back in my classroom. What? That is awesome. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Yeah, so I'm back in here. I'm going to change up this bulletin board. I did bring in I brought in this border, and I think I'm going to do it with the black border. If I can get it to line up. Something like this. You can't really tell at all, but it'll be like this gray with the, I don't know, something like that. So I think it's gonna look really good. I'm really excited about it. So I'm actually gonna stick the black. It's gonna go over the wood so you don't see the wood at all. And then like I said before, I'm like jumping right into this, aren't I? And like I said, so then this paper here, which is the black shiplap, is going to go on this wall here. And then I'm actually thinking about putting the brick up here at the top so it ties in both sides. But I also want to get in these cabinets and get everything out of the cabinet. So I'm actually going to try to stay here for a really long time today and get all of this stuff out so I can see what I have and that kind of stuff. And I was watching, I cannot remember who it is, Elementary something. I can think of it, Elementary Adventures, I think it was. Early Elementary Adventures, or she's going to 6th grade. I think that's who it is. But I can't remember now. But she had an idea. She was going to take a bunch of her stuff that was given to her when she was switching classrooms now and doing a giveaway. So I'm actually maybe thinking about doing the same thing. So if I decide to do that with what I have, if I have some good stuff in there, there will be a giveaway that I will do. If there's not, then I'm not doing it. Okay, so just be prepared for that. But also, because I need to get all my stuff put away and organized. And then I also want to go through all the stuff that's up on top of here too. Someone dropped off some stuff, it looks like. Looks like they dropped off some of my manipulatives. So, anyways, let's see what they got me. Looks like there's Unifix cubes, a lot. Base 10 pieces. There's clocks. So, which is awesome because I brought my tubs today, but they're in my car, but I'll have to grab those. What else do they have? They have counters. I'm just like looking at the stuff I have to do in here today. So, let's give you guys a quick pan of the room so you can see where I'm starting with. Desks still have not been done, nothing's been done with them yet. I do want to get a carpet to put along like right here in front of the whiteboard. So there'll be a carpet I think I want to put there. I need to fix something with this center over here, but I actually like where it's at. So I think I'm going to keep the table and everything here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the library there or not. I've not decided that yet. Still thinking about some of that stuff, so I don't know. So let's go ahead and get to this. All right, so I got most of the border up. I just have to do the bottom part, but I found this really cool removable tape, which I'm not sure how long it's going to stay up, but it's double-sided tape. I found it in the drawer, the things you find in this drawer. The tape doesn't rip very well, and so it cut my hand, And so I remembered that there was this old first aid kit inside the desk too. And I was like, well, I guess I'll see what's in there. So I found some alcohol wipes in this really cool Band-Aid. It's an emoji Band-Aid. And so then I'm like, is there any like antibacterial ointment in here? So I started digging through, found $10. And you know what? I don't feel bad about keeping it at all because the amount of crap that I had to dig out of this classroom, sorry, don't feel bad about the $10. But it's like a hot mess. It's like, look how old these bandages are. I don't know how long, they smell too. I don't know how long these $10 been sitting in there, but cha-ching, buy lunch today. By the way, there's like nothing in town to eat here, so I'll have to go down to the Casey's store on the street. So I guess the $10 will work for that, but it's only 10 o'clock right now, so I don't have to worry about food yet. But I'm liking it. It was a little different at first, and I was kind of like, I'm not so sure about it, but I love the gray. The gray is like so amazing to me. I love it. And I really do like the black. I've been kind of doubling up because I didn't want to cut the border. And so I have been overlapping the border. Normally I cut it because I will use the border the one time and then just not use it again because it gets kind of raggedy after a couple years. But this one here, for some reason, I just decided I'm going to go ahead and not cut it. So I did not cut it. It is overlapping in some spots, but I think it will work. But let me get this last part done so I can start tackling this cabinet. Is so ridiculous. Like, what teacher does this to another teacher? Like, this makes no sense at all. There's stuff in here that's just trash. I'm like appalled by the stuff that's in here. Some of it's so old. I'm like furious that a teacher will leave this crap for another teacher. It's just ridiculous. At first I was like, yeah, there's some good stuff in here. And then it just got worse and worse and worse to the point where it's just like crap now. Look, more, just bags. Not even in a container, just bags. So I was feeling a little bit better over some time. Like I've had some time to get over this mess. Oh, my face is really shiny. I was so upset, and there's still a huge mess. I've gone through some of it, but then I happened to walk over here because I was going to grab some stuff off the top of these shelves over here, and I find a filing cabinet, and I'm like, hopefully they cleared that out. So you ready for this? Here's more stuff. And stuff. And stuff. And stuff. I seriously don't know what to do at this point. I'm probably gonna leave in a minute just to go get something to eat and get out of this for a little while because I'm not very happy with the way that this room was left. I think this is so ridiculous. so I am trying to work with this desk area, and there's just something about it that I'm not liking. For one thing, the desk is huge, and it's so heavy. So I kind of stopped for that for a little bit, but I was looking at border stuff, and I found this border. Let me turn my phone off real quick. I found this border that I got several years ago over at Dollar Tree. Super cute. Only problem is I have one package, so it's not going to be enough to do the whole area over here. But then I was like, you know what? It would be really cool. And I don't know, I might put it up and it may not work at all. But just looking at it, I think the blue border with this gray paper, and then having, so it'll be something those colors there. So it'll be this, and it'll be the blue border, that will be behind it, and this will be the paper. I don't know. But that might look kind of cool. But of course, that it will all change as soon as I get it up there. But I went ahead and brought in my tubs, and so what I'm going to do now is try to put stuff into tubs, because right now everything's just all over the place. It's just a big old hot mess up in here. But I do have you guys are probably gonna laugh. This is all the stuff, that pile there, the paper clips, and all of those pocket folders are all stuff that needs to go back to the office or to storage or something, because I'm not keeping those. So, and then I've also gone through and sorted out and trying to move boxes to where they belong. Actually, I really need to go through this stuff and figure out what this is. My only problem is that it was getting to that point toward the end of the year where it was just starting to become a hodgepodge of stuff, and so it just says Jeremy's Classroom. What it is, I don't know. But I think right now I'm going to go ahead and start putting stuff into bins and see what happens with that. So I guess the paper clips were a good thing for today. I broke my flip-flop, and it's really raggedy, and I get it, but no judgment. But I broke my flip-flop, so I just broke out a jumbo paper clip and stuck that to the bottom, and bam, I got a new shoe again. All right, I am going to be out of here in just a second, but I was going to quickly go over some things that I did. So I need to pick up a few things off the floor, but I have a lot of this cleaned up as much as I can. I need to sit and think about some things. I did go through a lot of these cabinets. So as you can see, a lot of them are empty. So it was a hot mess. I'm just shocked that somebody would leave this much crap inside these, but whatever. I need to figure out some way of organizing. So maybe having drawers that pull, bins that pull out. I don't know. Think about that. And then these ones here, this has the baggies and wipes and all that fun stuff in it. That has nothing in it. This side here, I put some of the sentence strips, so they're in there. And then where it got really a hot mess, which I still need to go through stuff, but this one here I went through and just put all of the cups and forks and plates and stuff in them. This one here is all big books. This one here is all big books. And the one on the bottom, I'm not going to reach down for it. It's still the same. It just has borders and stuff in it, which I'll go through those. And then I did move the desk over a little bit and move this down a little bit. So that way, I don't know, I'm going to figure out something to do there. I think I might put something right behind there. So it might look, I don't know. And then I went through some of the boxes, as you can see. And I also organized a lot of my voice is like really bad, sorry. I organized a lot of the manipulatives. This is more stuff that I need to go through and like kind of organize. You guys are gonna be in shock at this. These here, this is all supplies that's gonna be returned back to the office or supply cabinet or whatever it is. So, oh, and then this one here, this was the stuff that was in that drawer where, I don't know, it was just like a bunch of crud all inside the drawer. And it was in one of these drawers over here. One of those ones. That is the pile of stuff that I think I'm just gonna put somewhere in the room, like maybe set it over by the door or something, and just invite teachers to come on in and pick out stuff they would want, and whatever's left over goes in the trash. It probably won't happen until we get closer to school starting. My voice, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's hot or what. It's just like my voice is like getting really raspy. It's hot, it's like really hot in here and humid, and there's no thermometer, or not thermometer, there's no thermostat that I know of in here. I haven't found it yet. Other than that, I think we're out of here. But I feel good, okay? So I was really upset with a lot of the stuff. And like, this is a big pile of trash. There's already 2 trash cans out in the hallway. They've already came and picked up 1 can because I asked for one of the big trash cans like I had before. And she was like, yeah, I'll get that for you, blah, blah. She's never bought it, but that's fine. But I set some out in the hallway and she came and picked them up. So I'm like, whatever, like, thank you so much for doing that. It's so sweet. So, because I would take it out myself. The only problem is that the door on this side now is locked. And so I didn't want to go out it and then not be able to get back in. That's about it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here though. So I hope you like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social media that's listed down below. And until next time, please don't forget to always be you. Bye-bye.